What happened to the girl who never took anyone's crap? My friend Raya had one rule about dating. The second someone wasted her time, they were gone. She'd say, "This isn't working," and block their number before they could apologize. 20 minutes late without warning, done. Forgot about plans, done. Raised their voice, done, and blocked everywhere. Her best friend Rachel used to joke that nobody could ever meet Raya's standards, but it worked. While everyone else cried over guys who treated them like backup plans, she was fine being alone, which I respected, to be honest. She taught middle school and acted the same way with her students. Clear rules, instant consequences, no second chances. She'd rather eat dinner by herself than spend an hour with someone who didn't respect her. Then she started dating this guy named Connor in March. He showed up on time for the first month, texted back quickly, remembered little things about her life. Our friends said he seemed boring, but Raya liked boring. Boring meant stable. Boring meant he'd show up. They made it official after 6 weeks, which for her was basically a miracle. That's when things changed. Connor canceled their Friday dinner an hour before, some excuse about work. Raya called one of our friends right after and said he apologized so nicely though. Her friend went quiet on the phone. The Raya everyone knew would have dumped him immediately. 2 weeks later, he didn't show up to dinner, just completely forgot. She sat at the restaurant for 40 minutes before he texted. When Ratel asked about it the next day, she laughed. He's been so stressed lately. I should have reminded him. Rachel just stared at her trying to understand what was going on. Then Raya's birthday came in May. She'd reminded him 5 times, but the whole day passed. No text, no call, nothing. One of our mutuals brought her a cupcake at lunch and asked where Connor was. Her eyes got wet, but she smiled anyway. He's probably just busy. It's really not that serious. That's when her friend knew something was actually wrong. This wasn't just Raya being nice. This was Raya falling apart. It got worse fast. She started texting him constantly, just checking in, making sure he was okay, asking if he needed anything. Her friend watched her send 7 texts in a row without getting a single reply. When she pointed it out, Raya said, "He's going through a lot right now." Then she started canceling everything. Plans they'd made weeks ago got dropped an hour before. "Connor needs me," she'd text. "I'm sorry." She stopped enforcing rules in her classroom too. Kids who used to get instant detention for talking back now got warnings and second chances. Other teachers noticed she looked exhausted. She started bringing Connor coffee every morning, even though he lived 30 minutes in the opposite direction from her school. She'd show up at his place at 6 in the morning and he wouldn't even come to the door half the time. She'd just leave it on his steps and drive away. One of the girls asked why she was doing that and Raya got defensive. "You wouldn't understand," she kept saying. She started paying for everything when they did see each other. Dinners, movies, gas money. Connor never offered and she never asked him to. One night, her Rachel saw her Venmo him $60 with a heart emoji and no explanation. When she asked, Raya snapped, "It's my money. I can do what I want with it." But her voice shook when she said it. Then she began waiting. Hours of just waiting for him to text back or call or show up. She'd sit on her couch staring at her phone, refusing to make other plans because what if he finally reached out and she wasn't available? Her friend came over one Tuesday and found her in the same spot she'd been in on Sunday. Same clothes, hadn't showered, just waiting. "He said he might stop by," Raya explained, like that made it normal. The final straw was when I invited her to dinner on a Saturday. Raya said yes, then canceled 20 minutes before. Connor called. "Something's wrong. I have to go." I told Rachel, who had had enough. She drove straight to Raya's apartment and knocked until she opened the door. "What is happening to you? This guy treats you like garbage and you're acting like you owe him something." Raya sat down on her couch and started crying. Not pretty crying either. The kind where you can't breathe right. That's when she finally told the truth. Connor's mom had cancer. Stage 4 with maybe 6 weeks left. But here's the part that explained everything. 2 years ago, Connor told his family he was bisexual. His parents kicked him out that same night. His brothers stopped talking to him. His aunts and uncles blocked his number. They told him he was disgusting and they wanted nothing to do with him. Now his mom was dying in hospice alone, and none of them would visit because they said if she wanted to rot in hell with her gay son, she could do it by herself. They blamed her for not fixing him. Raya wasn't accepting bad treatment. She was the only thing keeping him from giving up completely. Connor's mom passed away in June.